welcome to NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 455 pounds, Hunico and Camacho.
We are inside the NXT arena here in Orlando, Florida, and you heard it, the NXT Tag Team titles will be defended, and we're just getting started.
Camacho and Hunico coming off a big victory against the Ascension 2 weeks ago.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 484 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Ascension.
Alex, you mentioned it, it was 2 weeks ago, Hunico and Camacho, just a week after making their return to NXT, that they took on the NXT Tag Team Champions and scored a win as Hunico pinned Rick Victor, and now they have the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, not that they needed it, but how about a confidence boost that must have been? What a confidence boost.
Hunico and Camacho, of course, Hunico returning from a torn ACL, has been rehabbing for nearly a year, and now they're running into the buzzsaw that has been the Ascension over the last few months. After claiming the tag team titles from Adrian Neville and Corey Graves, they've appeared unstoppable. Kicking off the show in style with the NXT Tag Team titles on the line. Conor O'Brien going to start things off here against Camacho.
Usually the Ascension have that essence of fear on their side, that their opponents fear them, but that's something you're not going to worry about with Camacho and Hunico, because they're used to street fighting. They're ready for anything at any time.
It looks like Camacho's put on some size, 20 pounds at least.
Looks
and
fantastic.
Can, really move.
Ooh. Whoa, Rick Victor with some intensity to start off this match. Ooh. And we know that Camacho briefly explored singles competition for quite some time here on NXT, but for the most part, he's been biding his time. He's been waiting for Hunico to return so they can return to tag team glory.
Well, I've got Alex over there burying himself. I've got you stating the obvious. This is going to be a great night, isn't it?
I'm not burying myself. Tough crowd.
Ooh. Oh, missing with the elbow there was Victor.
Do we ever not see intensity out of Rick Victor? That's one thing I was trying to point to.
Yes.
He's always intense. And the same thing goes for Camacho. Yes, what are you going to say?
Is your favorite going into this, obviously, the NXT Tag Team Champions?
Yes, they do have that. Obviously, when you're the champions, you have that on your side. But we've seen how dominant Camacho and Hunico have been in the last few weeks. They've been back here on NXT.
Do they have it on their side because of skill, or just because they have to win by pinfall to retain or to keep the tag team champion, keep the tag team titles with them?
It's me that does the stuttering round here, Flower, not you.
Right here. This side, on this side.
Hunico off the tag in here against Rick Victor, and he's shown no signs of wear and tear. He seems to be looking great ever since his return 3 weeks ago. Ooh.
Camacho is he's like a little terrier, isn't he? Hunico, that's the one. You got me at it now, ruining the night.
I'm the one who usually forgets names around here.
You got Hunico is just like a terrier, the way he attacks, and he's just so vicious.
Ooh. All that power and authority. They've said the Ascension, we don't really care how big and bad they are. We're here to knock fools' heads around.
Yeah, and when it comes to experience, Camacho and Hunico have that on their side. They've been around the block a little bit longer than the Ascension.
Have they, though?
I think so.
Oh, okay, I'm just asking a question here because we don't really know much about the Ascension. We don't know what they've been up to and where they've been up to it. That's the thing.
There is a fantastic article on WWE.com on the NXT page where they actually explained that that emblem, the Eye of Horus, is a representation of power and control over the perception of reality. Very little
like
still.
The eye of the Illuminati. Same type of thing.
You are talking the biggest load of cobblers I've ever heard tonight, the pair of you.
First of all, I can't even understand you.
Unbelievable.
Can you speak English? That'd be great.
Oh.
Not English, like American English. Victor trying to take control on Hunico. Oh, a big knee to the face. Can the Ascension put away Hunico and Camacho here and retain their titles? Look, here's a cover from Victor and a kick out. We'll find out as this match continues. Welcome back to NXT. We are kicking off tonight's episode with the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. Conor O'Brien in the middle of the ring right now against Hunico.
Conor O'Brien doing what he does best, and that's controlling his opponent. We've seen it all through the break here, the way that he just controlled Hunico.
The Ascension
takes him down and controls. That's what they do great.
The Ascension have been on an absolute tear so far through the NXT Tag Team division. Their will reverberating throughout the locker room, and now taking on the very hot tag team of Hunico and Camacho.
I don't know if anybody's actually noticed this, but most of the tag team that the Ascension have faced have all broken up.
That's true.
And one has to wonder whether they've broken up because of the, they know that they had no chance against the Ascension. You have to think about these things.
Victor off the tag, now the legal man in against Hunico, doing some work on the outside.
And what would it mean for Hunico and Camacho?
Well, here's the cover on Hunico. Hunico kicks out at 1.
To come back and have 2-3 matches and become NXT champions tonight.
They're very capable of it. There's no doubt about that. We know that.
William, you hit the nail right on the head. A lot of people within NXT blame the Ascension directly for the rivalry between Corey Graves and Adrian Neville.
Now that's all right. That's taken a little too far. I mean, these two didn't get along. I don't know if blaming the Ascension is the way to go with that.
Well, it can be frustrating when you're competing against people and you're not getting where you want to get. That's when differences can be brought to the forefront, I believe. I got that out without stuttering. Well, didn't I then?
Now it's rubbing off on me.
Well, Mr. Regal, you and I saw 2 weeks ago. Oh, here's a cover from O'Brien on Hunico. Hunico kicks out. You and I saw 2 weeks ago in the non-title match between these two teams how the Ascension, you said it was quartering them, not just cutting off half of the ring, but quartering their opponent.
They like to keep their opponent in their quarter of the ring, which is the best way to compete, really. And they're all, it just makes the opponent have to fight out, like we're seeing it now. Hunico has got a long distance to go. It's probably 15 feet that he's got to make that tag, and it's very draining on him.
Yeah, just like in the NFL when you see the first down line, right? You can draw a line between both neutral corners here in the WWE, and in tag team wrestling, it's very
Here's the cover
smart
from O'Brien, and kicking out again is Hunico.
to keep your opponent on that side of the line.
Off the tag, in comes Rick Victor, now legal against Hunico, and both members of the Ascension seem very fresh at this point in the match.
And the reason being is that they don't stay in the ring too long. That's something else that the Ascension do very well.
What a backbreaker. Here's the cover. This could do it. No.
They'll stay in 1 or 2 moves, do a lot of damage, try for a pin, and then tag in their partner. That's a smart way to compete.
And sometimes great competitors, great superstars, they do the simple things, the easy things, the things that are 101 so well. And I think that's what you're seeing tonight with the Ascension. When you tag in, tag out, keep your opponent on your side of the imaginary line.
You've both been in tag teams, and Camacho is standing in the corner there, and his buddy Hunico, who's been out rehabbing a torn ACL for nearly a year, just dying to get in this match and help out his friend.
And you know what I'd be doing? This might be a little bit outside the box, but what I'd be doing if I was Camacho is looking to the universe for some energy, for some inspiration. Get Camacho on his feet and get this thing rolling.
Look at that, the way that Rick Victor just, little thing, but knocking your opponent back into the corner. So he's got that longer distance to have to fight.
Whoa, Hunico. Hunico's got the shoulders. Whoa! Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Now, the most important thing in Hunico's life right now is to make that tag. He has to tag Camacho. He has to claw himself along the ring, pull his fingernails out in the canvas if he has to.
I'll tell you what, for a guy that's about 220 pounds, that was incredible strength.
Hunico just a matter of feet away if he can make the tag. Can Camacho guarantee them the NXT Tag Team Championship? Victor reaching for his corner, makes the tag to O'Brien, and there's Camacho.
Whoa.
Camacho to meet O'Brien.
House of Fire, like a beast.
Camacho against a 300-pounder with a spinning neck breaker. This is a year of waiting in the making for Hunico and Camacho.
And a year of frustration.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Amazing
big back
strength.
suplex. Camacho looks like he's feeling it here against the near 300-pound O'Brien. Oh, big leg drop. Looking for the cover. Could we have new tag team champs? Oh, Victor breaks it up.
On the same page, 101, great
Hunico,
tag team wrestling.
Hunico dumps Rick Victor outside. Still the two legal men in this match, O'Brien and Camacho. Camacho, oh, missed in the corner. O'Brien, oh, the full Nelson slam. And a little bit of separation for O'Brien.
You were talking about this a couple weeks ago in the Beat the Clock Challenge, William. The stamina, how important stamina plays a role late in a match like this.
Can Camacho get to Hunico? No, Rick Victor pulled out his legs.
Just very smart competing there by Rick Victor.
O'Brien with an opportunity here against Camacho. Victor back, oh, flapjack. O'Brien making the tag to Victor. Oh! The Ascension with the upper hand. Oh, and the fall of man. The cover from Victor. And the NXT Tag Team Champions retain.
Here are your winners, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Ascension.
The Ascension with another impressive showing in the defense of their NXT Tag Team titles, but you have to give a ton of credit to Hunico and Camacho. The role they've been on the last 4 weeks now, incredibly impressive.
I don't think this will be the last we'll see of Hunico and Camacho challenging for these championships.
The Ascension, Rick Victor and Conor O'Brien continue to dominate the NXT Tag Team division with the fall of man connecting and wiping out Camacho. They retain their NXT Tag Team Championships.
Due to Sami Zayn's involvement in last week's match, it has been announced that Zayn will take on Leo Kruger. Will the Canadian sensation regret crossing paths with a dangerous South African? We'll find out tonight on NXT.
Внимание! Внимание! Это мое удовольствие предоставить вам самый сильный, самый агрессивный Bulgarian Brute Alexander Rusev.
The Bulgarian Brute set for singles action. With his new advisor and translator,
I was just going to say
Stan
that
Lana
was
at his side.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'd be distracted if I was working with a woman like that.
And we're still learning about the relationship between Lana and Alexander Rusev, but the intentions for Rusev, it was all the way back 4 weeks ago at the Beat the Clock Challenge, where he was the first superstar to go in the challenge, and his time was immediately beat in the second match by Cassius Ohno, and then we all know how this all unfolded leading up to the #1 contenders match against Bo Dallas.
I do admire this man. He's not afraid to make a point here. He comes out, he's a little frustrated about something. He says, let's fight.
His opponent, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno, a man with incredible fighting spirit. And look, we can see a shot there.
Yes.
He has kinesio tape on his back because he's still suffering a lot of back spasms from the attack from Alexander Rusev a few weeks ago.
And it was right before a match. Cassius Ohno was set to have a rematch with Tyler Breeze. Again, that was a match at the Beat the Clock Challenge. Alexander Rusev came down and absolutely obliterated Cassius Ohno. And that injury, we'll have to see if that's still favoring for Cassius Ohno.
And that's a great word, obliterating. That's exactly what Alexander Rusev does to all his opponents.
Well, I mean, Cassius didn't even have a chance to turn around. I wouldn't call him an opponent at that point.
He's definitely an enemy of Alexander Rusev. Alexander Rusev has had publicly stated by his representative, Lana, that he wants monuments built after him. He wants a statue of himself in the center of town in his hometown of Plovdiv, Bulgaria.
I believe it's already being commissioned.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he deserves it already. How many men, how many WWE superstars can give you one punch in the face or one kick to the gut and drop you? He can. This is a man that can.
Look at the attack here from Alexander Rusev. The way that he's targeting the oblique area there, which he can see. That's one thing when you get taped up, your opponent can see that.
What a Samoan drop.
Looking for the cover from Rusev. Here's the cover, and Ohno kicks out.
Your opponent can see that you've got an injury, so he targets that area.
Yeah, do you now, knowing that it does help you in the ring to make you feel better, do you wear it or do you not wear it? That's very interesting.
He just ripped it off.
It's
it
not
doesn't
helping
quite
him
matter.
now, is
No
it?
choice now, yeah.
How about the Herculean strength from Rusev to hold him at his waist and then toss him all the way up into a Samoan drop?
Alexander Rusev's a man that trains by doing very unusual things, carrying around logs on his back and throwing around cement bags, and just he's used to, you know, it's easy to do weightlifting. It's not easy, but weightlifting, but when you're doing unusual lifts, that's what gives you this kind of power.
And we were taking a look right there at Lana, cheering him on, giving him reassurance, almost kind of telling him what to do, coaching him up.
Oh! We don't know a ton about Lana. We know that she came from a very affluent family in Russia, in Moscow.
Well, I know that Alexander Rusev's having a savage attack here on Cassius Ohno's back. The kidney area is taking a serious pounding as well.
Do you think it was a mistake to wear the tape?
No, well...
That's tough, right? It's a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. But when the kidney area stops...
Oh! There's a rolling elbow from Cassius Ohno. We've seen that time and time before. I don't know if it quite caught him.
See, that's one thing about Cassius Ohno. He fights better from underneath. I've seen this from him before.
Whoa, here's the cover from Ohno to put away Rusev. Rusev kicks out. Oh!
He seems to thrive on the adversity of coming from
Here's
from
another
behind.
cover on Rusev. Rusev powers out at 2. And again, the fighting spirit from Ohno. Wow, caught in midair by Rusev.
Gracious me.
And now looking to set up the accolade locked in on Ohno.
Look at the
And Ohno is forced to tap.
the pressure on the back there. Look at the pressure that's being applied to the back end.
All right, enough. Let him go.
That's enough. It's uncomfortable to watch this.
The
Get him
officials
off.
just trying to pull
Get him off.
Alexander Rusev off him.
And we're all for doing what you have to do to make a statement, but the match is over. Let's go.
Here is your winner by tap out, Alexander Rusev.
Guys, it might be safe to say the only thing that saved Cassius Ohno was the behest of Lana to Alexander Rusev.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Obviously, Lana has some kind of influence over Alexander Rusev, and I'm glad that she does, because I certainly wouldn't go up there and try and stop him.
Personal advisor and translator to Alexander Rusev, perhaps saving Cassius Ohno, but still, the win goes to Alexander Rusev, the Bulgarian Nightmare.
Bayley, hey, we got a match.
Hey, Natty. I know.
You okay?
Just a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. Honestly, this is gonna be fun.
I know, but I still haven't talked to Charlotte yet, and now I have this big match, and it's just a lot to handle.
Oh, don't be afraid of Charlotte. Honestly, Charlotte is all bark and no bite, and she's not gonna wanna go barking up your tree with me in your corner. I'm your friend, and I have your back, and we're gonna have so much fun tonight. I promise.
You're my friend?
Of course.
Oh, sweet. Heck yes. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I'm your friend, but let's let it breathe, okay?
Okay.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let's go out there and do this. I think I can. I know I can. I think I can. I know I can. We got this.
All right.
We got this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT, and we'd like to take you back now to an altercation that happened last week between WWE superstar Antonio Cesaro and our broadcast colleague Byron Saxton.
No! I don't know! Where's Regal? Where's Regal? No, I don't know. You are useless.
There was a few weeks ago where Antonio Cesaro had tried to go after Byron Saxton, and Mr. Regal, you intervened, and again, Antonio Cesaro last week going after Byron Saxton. Do you care to comment?
Antonio Cesaro has a problem with me. There's no need to take it out on Byron Saxton.
The following is a Divas Tag Team match set for one fall. Introducing first, it's Bayley and her tag team partner, Natalya.
Can you imagine how in awe Bayley must be to be with
Opportunity of a lifetime.
to be tag teaming with the lovely Natalya.
I was gonna say, that's really cute.
Well, we saw it earlier in the night. Natalya and Bayley looked really excited for this tag team match, and it was Natalya who told Bayley, "I've got your back, we're friends."
Must be nice to have a friend like Natalya.
She's still allowed to have her superstar and diva crushes.
And their opponents, the team of Summer Rae and Sasha Banks.
The First Lady of NXT, Summer Rae, and the boss, Sasha Banks, so-called BFFs, the beautiful, fierce females have been wreaking havoc throughout the NXT women's division.
And these two, I love strong, powerful, confident women. These two fit right into that category.
And especially the mind games that they have played not only with Bayley, but now Charlotte appears to be a member of the BFFs. And of course, they put Emma on the shelf. Emma is out for an extended period of time with a head injury. So Sasha Banks going to start things off here against Bayley, and Sasha Banks and Summer have called Bayley a loser time and time again.
And it looked like Sasha right there, a little distracted or wanting to talk trash to Natalya, taking her eye off the ball, and here you go, rock and roll for Bayley.
I like to see this side of Bayley. She's very fired up, isn't she?
I think she's got her mentor watching. A little extra gas in the tank tonight.
Into the corner, Natalya makes the tag. Now Regal in against Sasha Banks. Double suplex there. Natalya looking for the cover on Banks, and Banks kicks out. Now Sasha rolls into the corner. In comes Summer Rae. And these two know each other very well from Raw and SmackDown.
Great drop toe hold. I love Bayley. Bayley's on the corner when the pin happens.
Tag.
Counting 1, 2, 3. So into it.
And again with a suplex. Now Bayley legal again against Summer. Summer with the kick out at 1. Summer now diving into the corner for Banks. Oh, Banks face first into the mat.
And how about the drop toe hold from Natalya, and then another one just like it from Bayley, learning a bit from the vet. Very cool.
I'm very impressed with the teamwork.
Yeah, this has been full speed ahead. Oh. We've seen that tenacity from Sasha Banks before. Here's the cover on Bayley. Bayley kicks out. It's really been a shame to see what the BFFs have done to Bayley over the last few weeks. Tag made.
Let's be honest. It's not a shame. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's getting herself into. She shouldn't be competing. You shouldn't feel sorry for her.
I completely agree with you. If you're going to sign a contract here in the WWE, you know you got to watch your back. And if you don't, it's your fault.
You know, I love Bayley. My niece
Summer with the cover, hook to the outside leg, and a kick out.
My niece back in Blackpool, she's 9 years old. Bayley is her idol. She loves Bayley, but she knows what she's getting herself into. This is a tough game.
Tag made. Now Banks in for Summer Rae, legal against Bayley.
And how about Summer Rae and Sasha singling out maybe the tiny bit more inexperienced?
Another cover from Sasha. Sasha almost put away Bayley.
Very good point there, Alex.
Not wanting Natalya in the ring at all.
And why would you want Natalya in the ring? You know, I mean, having the experience, as you said.
Might get tapped out.
And the power that Natalya's got.
Oh, Bayley!
And that's what well scouting your opponents enables you to do.
Bayley creating a
Bayley there.
A little bit of separation, making the tag to Natalya, and this is what the BFFs didn't want. Oh! Natalya, oh, another suplex.
I know men that don't throw suplexes that well.
Oh, what a move! Spine first into the mat goes Banks. Natalya, the fresh diva in this match. Ooh. Oh, a big clothesline from Natalya. Could she lock it in?
This is it. I know it's
coming. Could she
coming.
lock in the Hart family sharpshooter? Can she sit down on it? Oh, Summer Rae breaking it up, and Natalya's head went into the bottom turnbuckle.
Great move by Summer Rae, not being intimidated at all, running there, just kicking her in the back.
Bayley made the tag, oh, and taking out Summer Rae. Banks, oh. Banks looking for bankrupts. Banks with the cover here on Bayley, and the BFFs prevail.
Here are your winners, Sasha Banks and Summer Rae.
Summer Rae and Sasha Banks come up with the win, and we talked about how Natalya was the most experienced diva in the match. These two, perhaps the most experienced tag team.
That shows a great teamwork.
Great teamwork by these two divas to get the win over Bayley and Natalya.
Scott Dawson returns as the Sylvester Lefort-managed star takes on the exciting Mojo Rawley. How will Dawson handle the NXT star who not only gets hype, but stays hype? We'll find out next.
I'm on a task, but I'm on a task to become a real American. And Sami, fate has chosen us to travel this journey together, but I'm gonna hurt you, Sam. I'm gonna hurt you more than anyone has ever hurt you before. Everything you know is about to change. Da-da.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars. But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
Wow, 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 wow. C'est bon, calmez-vous les jeunes, je sais que je vous ai manqué. Ladies and gentlemen, je m'appelle Sylvester Lefort. And right now, let me bring to you my one and only money-making protégé, Scott Dawson!
This is a strange one for me. I really like Scott Dawson, although he's the exact opposite of me. And I really don't like the French fella. He's never got to worry about vampires.
You know,
I
might be able to change your mind about this. I said something derogatory about Lefort a couple weeks ago about his hair and how greasy he was, and this man had the audacity to stop me in the hallway and correct me. And it really upset me for a minute, William. But then when I walked away, I kind of liked it.
What was the point of that?
From Alexandria, Virginia, weighing 272 pounds, Mojo Rawley!
It's the hype man! Oh. This guy is an athletic freak. And it was very recently, last week on NXT, that Sylvester Lefort actually tried to recruit Mojo Rawley to be part of his Fighting Legionnaires, and Mojo Rawley turned him down.
Basically told him to get stuffed, didn't he?
Well, he had
That's a polite way of saying it, huh?
He had heard that Scott Dawson hadn't received a paycheck in months, and it was Sylvester Lefort blamed that on the government shutdown here stateside.
Oh, interesting. $30,000 millionaire made with Lefort. I know a lot of those.
Mojo
I haven't
Rawley.
got to worry about that. I was a failure during the boom.
Mojo Rawley set to go one-on-one here with Captain Roughneck Scott Dawson. And Mojo has done extremely well very early here in his NXT career, so far undefeated, and I would venture a guess to say that he doesn't seem like he needs a whole lot of help, and he seems plenty motivated on his own, plenty height.
In Major League Baseball, they have a term called the 5-tool talent or player. He has 5 attributes that can make him very, very successful in Major League Baseball. This man right here in the WWE is a 5-tier talent. He has everything it takes to be a champion here.
Is that why you're announcing and not wrestling anymore?
Oh, I could be a champion, William.
All right,
don't you worry. It's not over yet.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin is Scott Dawson, who many NXT officials have compared to WWE Hall of Famer Arn Anderson in terms of style, build, and physique.
And ability. Ooh! And ruthlessness, and the way that he just brutalizes a body part. That's what I like so much about Scott Dawson.
We've seen Dawson come close to NXT Tag Team Championship glory, now looking to go as a singles competitor. Here's the kick out, and Mojo stays alive.
Scott Dawson, a true workhorse. You know, he's never had a day off work in his life, whatever form of work he's been doing.
He's on a lot of jobs, too.
Yes.
Plumber, carpenter, Kenny Chesney, look-alike Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, and Mojo Rawley's had one job, and that's NFL defensive end for the Packers.
He's also a master cobbler. Did you know that? Do you ever need your shoes doing? Yes.
Is that Dawson?
Yes.
Dawson in complete control here early. And Mojo Rawley just trying to get back to his feet. This man set 11 strength records at the University of Maryland. Division I football here in the NCAA. And Alex, you know what that's like playing at Boston College.
Yeah, I mean, to set strength records in a major college program is by itself an incredible accomplishment.
Dawson, off the suplex into the clothesline.
And your expertise, Alex, is in football, because I obviously know nothing about it.
How good was it? About soccer or
Dawson,
football?
No. Dawson looked for the cover on Mojo.
I mean, please explain to the people in Europe and stuff like me, please, how good was he?
Well, I think along with the WWE, major college football, the NFL, basketball, those are where the greatest athletes on this planet reside. And for him to stand out in that environment is fantastic and a great attribute to his athletic ability.
One thing about Scott Dawson, he never misses an opening. If he sees his opponents just distracted for a second, he'll be in there and attack.
Connecting glute first there. We've seen this before, going into hyperdrive. All of that weight coming down into the chest, and Mojo gets the win over the Fighting Legionnaire.
Who is your winner, Mojo Rawley.
He knows this just as well as I do. Strength plus speed equals power, and that man's got a lot of all three.
Weight's in all the right places, right, Alex?
Weight is in all the right places. Thighs, upper shoulders, nothing around the gut. You wouldn't know anything about that.
No, probably not. It looks like Sylvester Four is trying to do some wheeling and dealing right here. Dawson from behind with a drop kick after the fact.
Some people would say that Scott Dawson is a bad sport. I think he's just making us aware of it.
You think that's a manly thing that has integrity? That's an integrity thing to do?
I've never had a drop of integrity in my whole life, and it's not done me any harm.
I suppose Sylvester LaFour and Scott Dawson did not take too kindly to Mojo Rawley turning down their business offer. Scott Dawson may have gotten the last laugh, but still the win goes to the still undefeated Mojo Rawley. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up in moments, it's main event time here in Orlando. Sami Zayn goes one-on-one with Leo Kruger.
Next week, NXT's 200th episode. The NXT Tag Team Champions will be in action as they've issued an open challenge to any tag team in the world who will step up to the plate to take on the Ascension. Also, NXT champion Bo Dallas puts his title on the line against Adrian Neville in a lumberjack match. There's nowhere to hide as the unbelievable NXT champ takes on the man that gravity forgot. And a special appearance by the COO of WWE, Triple H. What will the game have to say on this historic night? We'll have that and a whole lot more on the 200th episode next week on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing 220 pounds, Leo Kruger.
It is time for our main event as Leo Kruger makes his way to the ring. There are two things that I believe Leo Kruger wants to exercise here tonight. This match is not only revenge for a beat the clock challenge fall, but it was also last week during his match with Tyson Kidd. Leo Kruger was interrupted and subsequently lost the match to Tyson Kidd.
Well, let's look at this honestly. Okay, on a very realistic level. Sami Zayn lost his opportunity at an NXT title. See you, bye. Get out of here. Back of the line. Then he came back out. I'll get back to it as soon as we get through.
And his opponent, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 196 pounds, Sami Zayn.
So then he returns during Leo Kruger's match for absolutely no reason at all, and gets himself, and I don't understand why he, for lack of better words, won't just go away.
If you've got the talent and the ability of Sami Zayn and you know you're that good, why should you go away? Why shouldn't you make
Because you
your
should have
presence
integrity and understand that
like
there's
I
other
just
WWE
said that in the last
superstars.
segment. I've got no integrity. Perhaps he's just the same. He's
You
French
got to look in the
Canadian.
mirror eventually.
And Zayn going right after Kruger here, and perhaps all that frustration from losing that #1 contenders match now spilling out between Sami Zayn and losing the beat the clock challenge there for Kruger.
And that's one thing one has to wonder about. What would it be like to have somebody with bad intentions like Leo Kruger mad at you? Right? Do you think he's probably not slept thinking about ways he can punish Sami Zayn for this?
Oh, that's one of them.
A thunderous spine buster. Here's the cover and a kick out from Zayn. Wow.
And that's proper knock Sami Zayn goofy now. The referee needs to check on him.
And I don't think there's a WWE superstar that tells us a story more than Leo Kruger does in his face. He is just a nasty man.
Referee needs to check on Sami Zayn. His eyes look completely gone now.
Ever since Leo Kruger lost that match many weeks ago to Antonio Cesaro, he's been trying to send a message to Zeb Coulter and the Real Americans that he is perhaps worthy of becoming a Real American, but nonetheless in this ring, here's Leo Kruger with the cover on Zayn. And now the question is Zayn really in that ring? Does he see Leo Kruger? Does he perhaps see Bo Dallas? Does he perhaps see General Manager JBL?
What on earth are you talking about?
All his frustrations from the past few weeks and weeks.
Understood. Okay, yes. I knew there's a point there somewhere.
I'm sure you've been in several fights where you weren't quite exactly fighting the man in front of you, but the man in your mind.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point, Tom. You do make them every now and then.
Sami Zayn's head bouncing off the canvas there. Leo Kruger. Oh, and this is where he likes it. Outside and dangerous.
See, you wonder if a lot of superstars wouldn't think to body slam a guy outside the ring on the concrete, the padding there. It hurts so much more, but that's what Kruger does. That's his approach.
Kruger looking for the cover on Zayn. Zayn with a kick out. And we talked about...
Look, can we just say something about Sami Zayn, though? We usually see Sami Zayn always on the offense at the beginning of a match, and he's worn out very quickly. That spinebuster took it out of him, seriously.
We talked about the match last week between Kruger and Tyson Kidd. Kidd was almost once again re-injured many months ago by Leo Kruger when he was on crutches. He had another opportunity at Kidd, and it was Sami Zayn who interrupted his attack.
I feel bad for Kruger. He's trying to make a name for himself here, and yet people keep interrupting what he's doing.
Oh, Sami with a drop kick and creating a little bit of room. Going right in for the cover on Kruger. Kruger stays alive.
Leo Kruger doing the very smart thing there. If you're not sure what's happening, get out of the ring and get yourself a breather, or just to get aware of where you are. Just so the people at home understand, when people chop you across the chest, it takes away your breathing ability.
Yep,
and I say it all the time, but you take the breath out of a competitor, that competitor becomes very weak very quickly.
Zayn rolling him back into the ring, perhaps looking to go high risk here. The high tempo Sami Zayn looking to fly, crossbody, oh my goodness, here's the cover, shoulders down, Kruger's still in it.
Barely.
That was close.
All the air that he got on that crossbody, unreal.
And all the air that he knocked out of Leo Kruger. That shows how incredible Leo Kruger is to be able to kick out from
the
that.
chops and the crossbody,
Yes.
following up with the crossbody.
Looking for the tornado DDT out of the
Whoa!
corner.
Oh, Shawadi Wadi.
Ooh. Sami losing his footing there on the top rope.
Oh, dear me.
Can Kruger capitalize?
Going for the slice.
Oh! Wow, here's the cover from Kruger. Sami's down and Kruger gets the victory.
Here is your winner, Leo Kruger.
Listen, Sami may have slipped there, but Leo Kruger, he pulled Sami Zayn. He was in the position. Sami Zayn had used his own hand to grab hold of Leo Kruger. Leo Kruger pulled Sami Zayn down on those ropes.
I'd say that was a very intelligent move.
I think a very intelligent, very calculated move.
Yeah, a teachable moment in a match right there that thinks something you can learn from.
You know that anybody drops on those top ropes there, they're going to be in a lot of pain. They're going to be, gasping for air. Leo Kruger, an incredible victory there.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't think Kruger's done.
Sami deserves this.
Kruger, oh! Sami, oh! Zayn looking to fly. Oh, taking out Kruger. And Zayn's not done.
How upset at a man do you have to be to leap out of the ring,
now
putting your own body at risk?
Now this is bad sportsmanship on Sami Zayn's part. He was just defeated, and now he's taking liberties by attacking Leo
The guy
Kruger.
tried to hit him with a move after the match was over. He could defend himself.
Leo Kruger may have gained a measure of revenge on Sami Zayn tonight by getting the win, but I feel the war has just begun between the sensational Sami Zayn and the wild man Leo Kruger.